Hi, I'm Annika Johnson from Al Johnson's in Sister Bay. I hope you enjoy my new video series called Door County Girl. These are stories of my life, the people and places that I love, and of course how we all survive here in northern Wisconsin. You can come back as often as you like, but don't forget to subscribe to Al's YouTube channel. I'll be posting lots of really cool new videos. So let's go.
Hello everybody out there in TV world. This is Door County Girl, once again missing the girl. A couple of Door County dudes. I'm Rolf and this is my buddy
Kit.
And
sorry, that was really loud. I'm sorry.
I'm the same way. Every time I listen to myself later on, I go, why am I yelling? I'm excited.
I'm excited.
It's like that Billy Mays guy.
Pan smoking now.
Oh, I'm going to turn this pan down a little bit.
Sorry.
We're just trying to get ahead of ourselves a little. All right.
Okay, so Rolf and I were talking about, we both had sort of the similar childhood memory of, mine was my dad would buy the tube dough and, you know, he would smack it and we'd like
Pops open
and he would punch out the middle and roll into a ball, and then he had the hot grease on the stove and he would fry these in, and then we had a big brown paper lunch bag full of like sugar and cinnamon and stuff.
Drop them in.
We'd drop them in and shake them, and then there were these giant grease bombs. The bag was like almost breaking at the end of it because of the grease in them, and my brothers and I would just chow down and go through like 3 full tubes.
Oh yeah,
I have 3 brothers. So.
Yeah, for us it was Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Yep, my mom would make them, and same thing. Take the tube up, but her version they did the large frying pan, you know, the plug-in Presto pans, and then fill that about a quarter way with oil, and then you'd fry them in there and flip them over. But then minus the bag, we do the bowl and we just toss them around that way too. But the same thing, same memory.
Yeah. So being a lover of food, I was online and I saw one of the Swedish chefs that I watch, and he was making a similar thing to that.
Sure.
And I'm like, that's really cool. Like I really want to do that. So, and the other neat thing too is he used the plet pan, or traditionally used like the Swedish pancake pan. It's the cast iron that has like the 7 little circles that you can make the perfect little circular Swedish pancakes with. And then I was thinking about like our pancake mix. How can I sort of combine all these things into one? And so we basically came up with my version of the Swedish donut using Al's Swedish pancake mix. And
this is kind of exciting.
This is going to be interesting. Yeah, so we'll see how it works. I really love the guy making it. He was much more refined. He was just putting it in there and flipping these perfect little these raised donut-like kind of things. They looked really tasty to eat. So we're going to be doing that. So we're going to start it out here. So
check the oven.
Check the oven. Oh yeah, okay. It's got some time. It'll show.
Yeah, it's still jiggly.
Okay. All right. We're making multiple things at once here. So basically, we're going to put the dry ingredients. So this is the pancake mix. It worked out to like 11.2 ounces of our pancake mix that we're going to use. It already has sugar in it, so I'm going to add. So dump it in the bowl.
This
here.
can go right in?
Yeah, right in there.
All right, all of this.
Yeah. And then we're going to.
What do we got here?
This is vanilla sugar.
Vanilla socca.
Yeah, and I was a little more gracious. It would be like 2 tablespoons of vanilla sugar.
So we're going to put this in there.
Yeah, and this, if you don't have vanilla sugar, don't worry about it. You could add, like with the milk, you could add a little vanilla extract to that. If you're really fancy and you have vanilla beans and you just want to spread some paste in there, you can do that. So we're just going to add all the ingredients.
All the ingredients?
So we've got 150 milliliters of milk. So right now I'm switching from back and forth. 2 eggs. And
what do we got here?
Baking powder.
The baking powder.
So between the eggs and the baking powder, this is what will make it rise. I
was wondering if you could have that in there.
A little more leavening. And then we're just going to mix everything until it's nice and smooth. So virtually pretty easy stuff here. I mean, if you buy our pancake mix, you're pretty much ready to rock. It's going to be a pretty sort of goopy kind of crust. It won't be like the Swedish pancake mix if you're used to making ours, where it's just really more liquidy. And even for me, I'm like, oh, there's something wrong with looking at it right now.
Right.
But it's almost like you're making slightly like a traditional pancake.
It almost feels like a coffee cake dough right now too. The batter rather.
Yeah.
You know, you bring up the Swedish donut. I remember a long time ago when my father was still alive. My mom, I asked my dad one time, what's the Swedish word for donut? And my dad said something, and my mom argued, no, there's no such word. And my dad said, what are you talking about? And he broke it down, and my mom said, no, they've never called anything.
Yep.
I think what it is fried dough, but they say it in Swedish.
So the Swedish term for this, and I hope people in Sweden just watch me and laugh because it's going to sound terrible, but I talked to Freddie, I worked on it.
Yeah.
It's the Krabbelurere.
Krabbelurere.
Krabbelurere. It's
Kra.
He's like, you got to roll the R's. If you can't do that, you're not even getting off the bus.
Well, you know how to get it right. Use
Yeah.
better than.
Well,
Oh, you're good at rolling
I got
R's,
that
yeah.
going on. So yeah, the lure is like this back tongue thing that I'm probably really sounding terrible at, but I try my best. Be forgiving. Maybe I'll take some Swedish lessons.
Well, I can't judge, so
Yeah.
I'm always curious on whether Freddie gives us the right words or not.
So the other thing about this recipe that I really, really loved is I have this plet pan. It is from my grandma. So she passed away about a year and a half ago. So I was the lucky one to get this pan because I don't think anybody else knew what it was or wanted it. But I didn't realize till this morning. I looked on the back of it and it's like some super rare.
It says it's a Swedish pan on the back.
Yeah,
it's American made, but it's specifically for the Swedes.
But if you're looking for vintage cast iron, this is the company where you buy that from.
Right.
And I didn't even realize it. I don't know how old it is, but it's a pretty cool pan. You can see my grandma actually used it because it's got some little carbon on it. And that
Yeah, it
kind of
looks
stuff.
like the Ebbelskiver pan, but not as deep almost.
Yeah, so it's different. The Ebbelskivers, like the little circular ones. This is more the round one where you can make a pancake. So I think we're ready. We're going to add a little bit of butter to each of those little circles.
I'm hoping that's just the oil that's smoking
I think
a little
it's
bit.
a little oil.
Because I got this temperature fairly low.
I wasn't sure.
Should we do a test or we go all of them right out of the gate?
I think we can do all of it. I think you'll be fine.
All right.
Well, that's about right. It's going to. We don't want brown butter though, so
No.
maybe I'll come behind you and scoop in. So you just want a nice little dough. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, these do look fun.
This might be a good kid thing to do here. I think you're gonna need more heat now.
Yep, I just cranked it up.
Losing it.
The middle one's looking really nice already, though.
Yeah. And it smells really good. You can smell the vanilla sugar in it right away, sort of doing its thing.
They look like dollar pancakes at first, but I'm excited to see that the comparison in donuts or a pastry.
Well, and Freddie made a point. I think he knew his sort of was stuffed with almond paste or an almond cream.
Really?
Which was sort of interesting too, because my long cream-filled long johns are sort of my thing that I like.
Yeah, you can see this one rising.
You can see it rising, and
Now
the
this-
other one's probably need a little more heat on it.
This would not happen with a traditional Swedish pancake. You wouldn't see it bubble up
You
like
wouldn't see the
this at all.
bubbles.
No.
Yeah, it would be. I mean, it's definitely just sort of doing its thing here.
So while we're waiting for these to cook, I can't help notice that you got the wrong color hat on today.
Yeah, so we're having a hat off.
This was totally unplanned.
I saw him with his hat. I'm like, we shoot these all in one day, so if there's no mystery behind that. So we try and we have different clothes and stuff like that. Here I got my Oofta Goat shirt, which is awesome. And Rolf being the Bears fan and me being the Packers fan, it's the first Packer game of the first game of the season.
Yeah.
So
Well, yesterday, but first Packer game.
First
sure.
Packer game of the season.
Playing in Brazil tonight.
Yeah. So I had to bring my Packer hat.
Yeah, and I just by chance they got these in. So Zoe goes, "Oh, we got bear colors," and I'm like, "Oh, give me one of those."
And I walked into work this morning. They're like, "Where's your Packer stuff?" Well, I think you can flip these now.
Oh, yeah, she's not paying attention here.
Yeah. So.
Oh, we got a little brown on that one.
That one there.
That's all right.
No, that's all. Look at it, but look how nice and they popped up.
Yeah, we started yapping.
Oh, I know. I should have been on. You might want to.
And we'll turn that down a little bit again.
Down a little. But you can see they sort of
These are
going to
be perfect.
Yeah, I think
this
they're
one
going
will
to
be
look really
questionable.
Nice. Yeah, it's all right. We've,
Yeah.
I think it's pretty forgiving for the most part.
So when we sugar these, we're just going to put them.
I think I'm just going to get a big bowl here.
Okay.
And we're just going to
toss them in there.
Yeah, get them in there, and we're just going to. I'll just do a little pinch here, and we'll toss them around.
Boy, it doesn't take long for the second flip.
No, it's it's probably more like a regular pancake. So. Actually, I'm just gonna. This is what we're doing here. So I'm just going to dump this out. I mean, you could use the bag technique on this one.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm using my hands, but that's all right.
That's what cooking's about. Hands on.
So we're sort of just, and the cinnamon sugar is something we do sell too, the Nordic. People love it. I mean, it is like the cinnamon in there was really fresh. Like, you know, when you have cinnamon and it just is just popping.
Well, the vanilla socker also is a good buddy of mine, Jim Sequist from Sequist Orchards outside of Sister Bay, and also by there. He used to come in at night. We used to sit down and make goofy things at night. His concoction was a cherry spectacular, and he always made
surprise!
Yeah,
cherry.
He made a cherry milkshake, and he'd always the secret ingredient he said was the vanilla socker. He loved to say the word socker for sugar. And he put it in there, and it just gives that extra boost of vanilla, even to the vanilla ice cream that's already in there.
It's got to be funny for Swedes to listen to us talk about soccer.
Yeah.
They're like, what do they keep on talking about sugar? I'm like, yeah, we're going to go play soccer. Like, there's those words that just don't translate well across.
All right. I want to try these before I cook off another batch.
Let's do this here.
I'll go for the darker one, so.
I think I need a little more sugar love.
They're perfect. It takes me back to Saturday morning watching cartoons, laying on the floor with a sleeping bag.
Yeah, these are
glass of milk.
Sort of fun. Now I'm thinking you could probably also add the cinnamon and sugar into the batter. It would be pretty tasty too. Make a twist of it.
A nice cold glass of milk would just wash these down perfectly.
Yeah. And they're almost like a regular old pancake.
So you could make this even more fun. Cut the little hole out, and you'd have a true donut there, and you could have the donut holes as well. Little mini donuts.
Yeah.
These are fantastic.
Yeah, no, I think this worked out quite well. I was sort of.
That's a good hack for a pancake mix.
Yeah, no, that's the other thing. I mean, you could do that. Honestly, I think you could make big sort of traditional pancakes with it just like this too. If you
I wonder what would happen if you put in a deeper well of oil. You know, like you do a true donut.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I mean, maybe it'd be more like a funnel cake kind of.
Well, we're gonna have a little left over. I think I'm gonna try it tonight.
You know, muddy up the deep fryer.
Yeah. Well, I can just heat up some on the stove too.
Yeah, it's got to be nice for Ralph. He has a commercial kitchen just to basically walk into and then.
Well, it's like I never cook at home when I'm going to make something. It's like I got the key,
to
go down to the restaurant, go down
there.
there.
The guys in the morning will do your dishes.
It's the same thing when we have holidays and stuff. I'm just going to cook at the restaurant.
I would do
There's
the same.
nobody in your way.
I'd do the same. I mean, in fact, we had the fire department pancake breakfast, and I'm like, there was like just stuff with caked on the dried pancake, and I'm like, I'm just gonna run over to Al's quick here and just run them through, and it's nice that you guys let us do that. And it was just made it super easy, which is always good.
All right, you could put chocolate on these, drizzled chocolate on it. Nutella would be good.
I mean, it's almost like the Evil Skeevers where you could do like dipping sauce. I bet you could even put some like jam. You could dollop some jam.
Yeah.
I did bring strawberry and lingonberry jam too.
I'm going to put a little on those too.
Might be a good try also.
Let's see if I can get this flip better.
Look at that. Perfect. Yeah, if you get the flip, then
There we go.
look at that, man, pro.
These are perfect colors. No, I did much better than that than I did with the Evelski wafer. So
Well, was it like sticks and stuff?
we're using like knitting needles or stuff. Yeah.
A little bit tougher.
You gonna open one of those
Yeah.
up there?
So what do you want? Let's do strawberry jam. I think will be. So, I think these would be fun to do with kids or grandchildren or.
Yeah, like I say, Saturday morning was it for me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember years ago, you could buy frozen donuts. They were called Morton Mini Donuts. They were kind of like a take on the Tom Thumbs or those little Orbits.
You got to make them or not?
No, they came in a frozen bag, and then you just toss them in the oven. Those were so good, but I always thought they reminded me of this kind of stuff, and this is more fun to make.
Yeah.
If you didn't have adult supervision, you just throw those in the oven. But these, you'd have to have a little bit of hand if you're, say under the age of 10.
It's fun. You and I probably started cooking when we were a lot younger than.
Oh, yeah.
Where you're like, I'm gonna go whip this up.
Yeah, I remember if I called my mom or dad, they said, make it yourself.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna go hot off the. Well, make sure you give these a try. I think they worked out really well. They're very fun. Another use for the plat pan. Another use for our pancake mix if you want
If
to.
you can find one of these.
We do. There's places that still sell them. I mean, they're not uncommon. I mean, this one would be uncommon to find, but like you could find plat pans. We usually have them in the boutique actually. So I don't know if I don't want to promise that we do and then we don't, or if I have them online, I'd have to look and see. I don't think I have them online right now, but I could definitely something I can add on there. But yeah, really fun.
Great
easy
hack,
to
great
use.
pancake
Yeah.
hat. Yeah, I'm glad you thought of this thing. That's for sure.
Strawberry jam, really good. That's
Yep.
like a strawberry donut.
Well, we're at another ending of our Door County Dude episode. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And honestly, give this thing a try.
Yeah.
You really, really should try. Give it a shot.
Yeah, this is just a fun one, and I think it's really easy too.
Yeah, and you don't need much.
No.
Look at the space we have here. It's
Yeah.
hardly anything at all.
Okay.
All right, hey to everybody.
thank you.
Enjoy. Yeah. Perfect. When they're done to perfection.
Yeah, when they're done really well, they're.
Thanks for watching Door County Girl. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time.